Congressman Auchincloss, thanks for taking a few minutes on this historic day. Obviously, you've been part of the discussions for the last few weeks. I don't need to tell you what's gone on. Your reaction when you saw the news come down that President Biden had made this decision?
An act of patriotism, Ted, that would be unimaginable from Donald Trump. Joe Biden is ceding power because it's in the best interests of the country. Donald Trump, by contrast, hung on to power, incited an insurrection, caused the deaths of police officers, all so that he could fulfill his ego. And that contrast now becomes the through line for the next 3 months of campaigning. We are going to put this forward to the American people and say 70% of you said you wanted a change at the top of both tickets. Democrats have responded by passing the torch. Republicans have responded with a convention that was a mosh pit on top of a human hand grenade.
Did one thing that has come through to me as I've been reporting on this is that members of Congress have at times been maybe more in the dark than I might have expected. I mean, was there whispers among all of you this was coming today, or was it a surprise to you?
I certainly had no advance notice. I can't say I was surprised. There was clearly consternation. There was clearly an effort to make the president widen his circle of advisors and take in empirical evidence from the battleground states about his chances and really introspect about whether he would be the best candidate in 2024, as he was in 2020. And the president made the wise and patriotic decision. And I'm glad that there were a lot of different voices, mine included, that were weighing in with him.
Uh, President immediately threw his support behind Vice President Harris to lead the ticket. Are you endorsing Vice President Harris?
Yes, we should have an open and transparent process to determine the next presidential and vice presidential nominee. But I am endorsing Kamala Harris because 14 million voters voted for a Biden-Harris ticket, expecting that if Biden stepped aside, she would be the nominee. And also because she has the experience and she has the ability to not just beat Donald Trump, but then be a great president for the next 4 years. This is a career prosecutor, which is convenient when you're going up against a convicted felon.
One of the things I think, if I saw JD Vance has already tweeted it, the idea that, well, wait a minute, if Biden's not in good enough shape to run this campaign, despite until now claiming otherwise, he also isn't in good enough shape to stay president through the end of the year and into January, whichever one of them wins. You're already shaking your head. Why do you dispute that?
Nonsense. This country has had plenty of one-term presidents who were very effective for 4 years and for whatever reason decided not to run for a second term or weren't successful in running for a second term and still completed their term with great efficacy. Joe Biden is fully capable of being commander-in-chief right now. The question that a lot of voters had was, one, is he fully capable of beating Donald Trump? And two, if he did beat Donald Trump, would he be able to be president 4 years from now? I have no doubt in my mind that he can be the same highly successful president he was the last 3.5 years for the next 6 months.
Well, I was thinking regionally yesterday as we look at a now definitely a change if she were to win, and also in kind of locus. I mean, Biden has a lot of ties to Massachusetts and Rhode Island. I don't know if Kamala Harris has those kind of deep ties. I mean, the region had two cabinet secretaries off the top with Marty Walsh and Gina Raimondo. Do you have any concerns about kind of the locus of the party shifting to California if Harris is in charge, and that this region won't have as much weight as it has with the Biden administration?
No, Massachusetts has punched above its political weight for 400 years. Will continue to do so.
Massachusetts chauvinist through and through. All right, Congressman Auchincloss, thank you for the time.
Take care.